in the administration of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state. The indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long. Please remember that everyone charged in this bill of indictment is presumed innocent. Specifically, the indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Louis Giuliani,
I don't know if this is a
John Charles Eastman, Mark Randall Meadows,
okay,
John Cheeseborough, Jeffrey Clark, Jenna Lynn Ellis, Ray Stallings Smith III,
okay,
Robert David Cheeley, Michael A. Roman, David James Schaefer, Sean Micah Tresher Steele, Stephen Cliffgard Lee, Harrison William Prescott Floyd, Travion C. Cootie, Sydney Catherine Powell, Kathleen Austin Latham, Scott Graham Hall, and Misty Hampton, also known as Emily Misty Hayes. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act through participation in a criminal enterprise in Fulton County, Georgia, and elsewhere to accomplish the illegal goal of allowing Donald J. Trump to seize the presidential term of office beginning on January 20th, 21. Specifically, the participants in association took various actions in Georgia and elsewhere to block the counting of the votes of the presidential electors who were certified as the winners of Georgia's 2020 general election. As you examine the indictment, you will see acts that are identified as overt acts and those that are identified as predicate acts, sometimes called acts of racketeering activity. Overt acts are not necessarily crimes under Georgia law in isolation, but are alleged to be acts taken in furtherance of the conspiracy. Many occurred in Georgia, and some occurred in other jurisdictions and are included because the grand jury believes they were part of the illegal effort to overturn the results of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. The acts identified as predicate acts or acts of racketeering activity are crimes that are alleged to have been committed in furtherance of the criminal enterprise. Acts of racketeering activity are also charged as separate counts in the indictment against those who are alleged to have committed them. All elections in our nation are administered by these states, which are given the responsibility of ensuring a fair process and an accurate counting of the votes. That includes elections for presidential electors, Congress, state officials, and local offices. The state's role in this process is essential to the functioning of our democracy. Georgia, like every state, has laws that allow those who believe that results of an election are wrong, whether because of intentional wrongdoing or unintentional error, to challenge those results in our state courts. The indictment alleges that rather than abide by Georgia's legal process for election challenges, the defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result. Subsequent to the indictment, as is the normal process in Georgia law, the grand jury issued arrest warrants for those who are charged. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday, the 25th day of August, 2023. I remind everyone here that an indictment is only a series of allegations based on a grand jury's determination of probable cause to support the charges. It is now the duty of my office to prove these charges in the indictment beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. I would like to take a moment to thank the Superior Court Clerk, Shay Alexander, and her staff for staying late and making sure that this indictment was processed. I would also like to thank the men and women of Sheriff Labatt's office for keeping the courthouse open, but most importantly, for keeping us safe over the weeks and months that have led up to this indictment, and for what I know they will continue to do to keep us safe. We also want to thank the Atlanta Police Department and other law enforcement partners who have worked with the sheriff to keep us safe. I will now take a very limited number of questions prior to going to sleep.
You deserve it. Sleep, baby.
Other person. You deserve it. You don't mind. Surveil 11 to 11. Quick question. Can you clarify in Georgia the mandatory minimum when it comes to RICO charges, whether it's servable by probation or how that might play out?
The RICO charges has time that you have to serve, but it's not a probated sentence.
Madam District Attorney, what's the timetable for the trial?
What is the timetable for the trial?
Yes.
As you know, in this jurisdiction, trials are set by the judges. And so it will be the judge that sets the date of the trial. This office will be submitting a proposed scheduling order within this week. However, that will totally be at the discretion of the judge.
And you want to be you're the fourth person, the fourth jurisdiction now to indict them. Would you be the fourth one to try him, or could you move it up? You want to be the first to try him?
I don't have any desire to be first or last. I want to try him and be respectful for our sovereign states. We do want to move this case along, and so we will be asking for a proposed order that occurs a trial date within the next 6 months.
Madam District Attorney, earlier today, there was a fictitious document, according to the Fulton County Clerk's Office, that was circulated online with charges against former President Donald Trump. That fictitious document matched exactly the charges that we now see in this indictment. Can you tell us more about that document leak? Because now you have the former president's lawyers who are saying this is emblematic of a serious problem with your office.
No, I can't tell you anything about what you refer to. What I can tell you is that we had a grand jury here in Fulton County. They deliberated till almost 8 o'clock, if not right after 8 o'clock. An indictment was returned. It was true billed, and you now have an indictment. I am not an expert on clerks' duties or even administrative duties. I wouldn't know how to work that system, and so I'm not going to speculate. Next question.
Have you had any contact with the special counsel about overlap between these cases, and do you intend to try all of these defendants together?
Do I intend to try the 19 defendants in this indictment together? Yes.
And have you had any contact with the special counsel about the overlap between this indictment and the federal indictment?
I'm not going to discuss our investigation at this time.
I'm
going to take.
What do you make of the arguments made by former President Trump that this is a politically motivated indictment?
I make decisions in this office based on the facts and the law. The law is completely nonpartisan. That's how decisions are made in every case. To date, this office has indicted, since I've been sitting as a district attorney, over 12,000 cases. This is the 11th RICO indictment. We followed the same process. We look at the facts, we look at the law, and we bring charges.
When
you tried this case yourself,
Has the jury been cleared?
Get down.
All right, so you were just listening in to DA Connie Willis giving a press conference. And of note, she read all of the names of the 19 people indicted, including former President Donald Trump. And she listed that this was going to be
Uh-oh. What happened? Hey, players, can you see me? Can you see me, baby? Can you see me? Because I need to know if you can see me so I can talk my shit real quick. Don't look at all that stuff up in the corner, honey. I'm supposed to be over on this side. I don't know what happened while I was on vacation. I don't know what happened to my setup, but it got a little discombobulated, but that's okay. Can you hear me, big baby? Because when I tell you that I'm coming through and that phony has came through in the clutch, she has came through in the clutch. First of all, I was expecting her to pull a Jack Smith and come up there and say, "Look, bitch, just read the indictment. All the defendants are innocent until proven guilty, and then scurry on off." I wasn't expecting her to say as much stuff as she said. However, I was pleasantly pleased to see her give us a little tidbit of that indictment. And when I tell you, y'all, I made a video for y'all, but I didn't get a chance to post it before she went live to tell y'all that 19 frumpy dump taint sniffers got indicted. Baby, when I tell you human skid mark Giuliani, Jenna Ellis, Sidney Powell, Jeffrey Clark, Mark Meadows, Kenny Chesborough, baby, John Eastman. All of these people are in this indictment. Now, we was mad at Fanny, like, what is going on? Why is it taking you so long, Fanny? Well, baby, the reason why it took her so long is because she was coming through with the mother load of an indictment, honey. She came through in the clutch with this indictment. And when I tell you, it is more, we haven't seen these many people indicted with frumpy dump. It was really a conspiracy down there in Georgia to overturn the 2020 election. It really went far beyond what we even thought. Even the fact that, Frumpy Dump called down there, was more, and every day there seems like there's more and more and more and more and more layers coming out to this. And it is damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess that these people actually thought that they was going to get away with these shenanigans. It is absurd. And did you also hear her on the RICO charge? That, baby, that's not a probate charge. He's going to have, that's mandatory jail. If he get found guilty of that, that's mandatory prison time in the state of Georgia, okay? So what we got to worry about is if Brian Kemp, if he is found guilty, will the governor, if he's still Brian Kemp by the time we get there, will he pardon Frumpy to the motherfucking dump? If he is found guilty of that RICO charge. Baby, 19 people indicted, Frumpy Dump 14 charges. Honey, that was the mother load of an indictment. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before. It is completely unprecedented. And I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I'm here for it all, baby. Let me get me a little drinkola because, baby, when I tell you, Fanny came through in the clutch. Fanny came through in the clutch. I am so proud of her. This indictment, I haven't had a chance to read it all. I just got a chance to read who the people were that was charged and then what they are alleging, which is a plethora of things. I mean, this indictment is probably going to take me all damn night. Well, I ain't going to read it tonight. I'm going to read it tomorrow. Denise, I don't know that to be fact, and I don't know if that is true or not. I don't know if that's true, so I won't be saying that. The governor can't pardon in Georgia, and Georgia has to go to the Board of 8, I believe. Who said the Board of 8 won't pardon them? Come on, this is Georgia, for Christ's sake. Oh, yes, let's get to the mugshot. Also, they stated that there will be a mugshot when Frumpy Dump is arrested. They will be he will get a mugshot unless the judge, whoever the judge may be, comes back and says otherwise. There will be a mugshot, and I will be putting that on a coffee mug, and I will be putting that on a shirt. So y'all make sure y'all stand back and stand by for that, because if there is a mugshot, we definitely will be having it on a mug and a shirt. No, Melania ain't up there, good. Why would she be up there? I declare, honey, what a disgrace. She ain't even nowhere in the vicinity. You talking about in the charges? No, Melania ain't on there. Melania ain't had nothing to do with any of that crap. For one thing, she can bear nothing. Let me hush. Anyway. Ma'am, did you say stand back and stand by? I absolutely did. Stand back and stand by for the Frumpy Dump new merch because I'm putting it on a t-shirt and I'm putting it on a coffee mug. And I'm probably going to put on there, stand back and stand by. That's a good idea, isn't it, guys? Don't y'all like that? Stand back and stand. That's a good one. I'm about to write that down. Before a pardon, they must serve a sentence of, I don't know that to be true. I don't know much about Georgia law, so I can't say. Fannie went in hard. Baby, she took it to him. Lindsay Loose Booty Graham. Unfortunately, he wasn't on there. Even though he called down there, he wasn't on there. He wasn't on there. Even though, oh yes, this is clearly Canadian, honey. I never leave home without it. Yes. $2.47, and they worth every single penny. I buy them every week. I buy them about 14 of them every 2 weeks. They say that she was very aware and was part of some of it. I don't know about that, Lorena, so I can't say. I'm watching on both. Oh, you watching on YouTube? So anyway, y'all, I'm going to be reading this indictment so I can give y'all like a good video, or at least tomorrow we'll talk about it in depth on the Real Tea with Double D. I have been making some longer videos, and I'm not really liking the fact that my videos have been running a little longer. They're usually 3 minutes, and they've been running about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. But TikTok done messed me up with this new. They took out my 3-minute option, so I got only a 10-minute, a 60-second, and a 15-second option. And I'm just running. I'm telling you. I'm just talking and talking and talking. I'm talking way too much in these videos because I look up and the next thing you know, I'm over 3 minutes. So I'm sorry about that. But I will make y'all a video once I get a chance to really read this indictment, or at least get a summary of what exactly is going on. Let me see if I can put up on the screen real quick so I can read y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to do it on my TikTok account, and I'm 11% battery. I got to hurry up. Okay, how do I get to effects? I want to show y'all who I'll tell y'all who. How do I do that? I forgot. There it is. Okay. I wanted to tell y'all who all was indicted. Come on, give me the green screen. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all so y'all can see it. Well, I'm gonna read it to y'all on Facebook, so don't go nowhere. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read it to y'all who all on there, child. Baby. Okay, so we got Human Skid Mark Giuliani. We have John Eastman, Mark Meadows, Kenneth Chesborough, Jeffrey Clark, Jenna Ellis, Ray Smith. I don't even know who that is. Robert Cheeley, Michael Roman, David Schaefer, Sean Steele, Stephen Lee, Harrison Prescott Floyd, Trevin Cuddy, Sidney Powell, Kathleen Latham, Scott Hall, Misty Hampton, aka Emily Haynes. Misty Hampton, I know who that is. Misty Hampton is the election official in Coffee County. That's who she is. She is the one that was going around here saying, oh, well, when they had when Frumpy Dump started, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. When Frumpy Dump first started questioning the results of the election, Georgia had a state board, a state election board hearing or whatever, and it was public apparently. And during this hearing, Misty Hampton, who was the top election official in Coffee County, rose her stinking ass up and went up to the thing and said that she had evidence. She could show everybody how Dominion voting machines could flip votes. She said that she could show everybody all the evidence that she have and how it's easy to tap into those systems and all this kind of stuff. She was the one that did that. Now, of course, all of that had been debunked. None of it was actually true about the Dominion voting machines and none of the stuff that she said. But the Frumpy Dump taste sniffers, they started opening up their ears, honey, and they actually heard her say this. So according to reports, Frumpy Dump, and they say that Fannie Willis and them have the evidence of this in emails and text messages that Frumpy Dump's campaign officials got in touch with Misty. And she was like, oh, I can show you all of this information or whatever. So that's when she stepped over to the dark side and got with Frumpy to the motherfucking dump. So I know who that is. She is a top election official in Coffee County. And apparently Coffee County is going to play a large role in their fake elector scheme. Their fake elector scheme is going to play a large role in Fannie Willis's deal here. So her case here. So, child, I don't even know how to take this down now. Y'all folks on Tickety Talk, I don't know how to. You know what I hate? I don't know how to work this stuff. Okay, let me see. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, but anyway, so that's who Misty Hampton is. She is the person that Frumpy Dump them used in Coffee County to allegedly breach the voting system down there. They say that it was Misty Hampton and I believe Kenneth Chesborough, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But there was a couple of other officials down there in Coffee County that helped breach that voting system. I also think that a couple of these are the fake electors, the people that was sending out those electors to the electoral college votes off to the Library of Congress. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I haven't finished reading the indictment, so I'm not sure. But some of these names sound really familiar. But we know the names that we really know, which is Human Skidmark Giuliani, who we know was in communication with, according to reports, was allegedly in communication with the officials in Coffee County. Maybe Jenna Ellis was in on the shenanigans because, you know, she was heavy with Human Skidmark Giuliani at that time, and Sidney Powell, so much so that Human Skidmark Giuliani farted on her. So that may be what her role was. I really should have went back to that. Let's go back to that and see what she was charged with. Jenna Ellis, does it say? I guess this is all of their charges. I don't really know. So let me backpedal and pussy pop out of that. I don't really know, but I'm going to look deeply at the indictment and tell y'all exactly what Jenna and Human Skidmark, Sidney Powell, John Eastman. John Eastman was the conspirator behind all of it. He, according to reports, he allegedly came up with this whole fake elector scheme with Human Skidmark Giuliani. I'm very upset to not see Steve Bannon and what's the other one name? Roger Stone. I wonder why they're not in the indictment. Lindsay Loose Booty Graham, he called down there, but I guess that's really not provable. I mean, what did he? I mean, I wonder what else was the extent of that phone call. Maybe they couldn't prove anything on him. But I do know that he was questioned by the special grand jury that was convened prior to the one that brought back the indictment. But because y'all know he was trying to backpedal and pussy pop out of that for the longest time, but he ended up having to do it. So, Hunty, when I tell you this is re-damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess, it is re-damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. All I know is, honey, I'm here for it all. It's been a long time coming. Don't make me start singing. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Now, somebody just said in the comments, Miss Shirley, she said, I just knew Clarence Thomas' wife was involved. I 100% agree. I really thought she was going to have something on there too, but she did not. Just like I thought Lindsay Loose Booty Graham was going to be on there. Musty Margin, baby, she already over there having a stroke. I just checked Twitter before I got on here, and I'm going down to 6% on my phone. She was over there pulling up crimes that have happened in Georgia and in Fulton County, trying to say that Fannie Willis needs to focus on those things. No, she needs to focus on Human Skidmark Giuliani and those other things. But this right here is of the utmost importance that we take care of this little bit of light work expeditiously. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because my phone just went down to 5%. But I really hope y'all this ain't no Real Tea with Double D, but make sure y'all join me tomorrow for the Real Tea with Double D. That is likely when we're going to go over these indictments. I know that I will do a video on these things, but tomorrow at between 10 and 10:30, I'll be live on my Facebook, YouTube, to record my podcast, The Real Tea with Double D. If you cannot join me for The Real Tea with Double D, you can always watch the playback, or you can listen to my podcast wherever you stream your podcast. But I know that I will be going live tomorrow between 10 and 10:30 to discuss the Frumpy Dump indictment and so much more. So y'all make sure y'all join me tomorrow. Love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for the roses and gifts on TikTok. Thank y'all for the stars here on Facebook. I really appreciate it. Andrea, good to see you in the building one more again. I think I saw Jay Suave. I I can't remember. Some of my regulars were in here. I know I saw Niecy Baby here on Tickety Talk. That was here as well. I think I saw Lisa as well. Y'all have Eva is here. Hey Eva, Trent is here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, Central Standard Time. 10:30 p.m. It's always at night, honey. It's always at night. Double D can't go live during the day. She got a job. So anyway, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.